Hi, Chris here at TT120. Quick little roundup, tell you what's going on. We've got, now, right, where to start? Over the next few weeks, I'm double busy. I've got a show tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday at Scarborough, at the Scorby Hall. So that's the 24th and 25th. That's for the SDRM, Scarborough District Railway Modelers. That's my club. Giving a little bit of something back, and the following weekend we're going to be at Prince's Quay in Hull. Nice little small show. Here we are, setting up. Well, set up actually. There's Ian, our chairman, having a little bit of fun with him. Hello, Ian. Giving something back, just giving something back really. It's a tiny little show, but it's you know, in the local village hall. The Hull one I think is possibly a little bit bigger. Scarborough has a bigger show we have at Pickering in the summer in August. I'll tell you all about that near at the time. Why do these little shows? I tell you what, because they're fun. You know, the cheapest chips to get into. I think that was £7, free parking, and you know, plenty of place to parking, and there's tea and all that kind of malarkey. And we've got Dave Pyle was going to be there with his all his second-hand stuff for sale, and then we've got little kind of workshops showing you little how-to builds, and then we've got another fella. It'll come up here in a second. Local lad who sells bits and doings, model making materials and that kind of stuff. Why give something back? I'll tell you why. Because my club, SDRM, has had a major part in my journey with TT120. If it hadn't been for them, I wouldn't have got. Well, it's unlikely that this year that an unknown with a brand new scale would have got a slot at Doncaster. On the back of Doncaster, the BRM team loved it. With you know, Phil taking some fantastic photos, and the late great Andy York digitally cleaning them up and actually walking me through how to write an article, which was an absolute privilege. And I've known of him for years, but I only just got to speak to him, and you know, he's absolutely sorely missed by everybody in the industry who was touched by Andy in such a positive way. He had such a positive influence on the whole hobby as in general, really. But anyway, moving forward, and on the back of that, the magazine. You know, then I had, you know, my employers, TMC, said, "Oh, it would be fantastic to have it actually," because I was, as a club member at Doncaster, I was there as an SDRM club member, right beside the TMC. It worked really well, so the TMC said, "Well, bring it along to the London BRM show, and we'll have it on the stand." So then I was in my TMC outfit then, and that worked really well because it'd been in the magazine. Ben Jones from Hellion said, "Oh, do you know, it'd be fantastic to have that on our little tabletop, and we can have the 122 and the Delticon there," and that worked brilliantly, you know. And now we're looking now. So now it's time just for a little bit of fun. 2 small shows. It's a potential that there's 2 bigger shows happening in the year that it may well be at. It's definitely going to be at the event that DCC Concepts are doing. Okay, it's going to be in their village hall thing that they're doing, which is it's the biggest show that DCC Concepts have put on, and that one's free, I think. Although I'm not so sure about the parking. Okay, but you can get a train there. So the 2 shows I'm doing for the SDRM, which is going to be obviously Scarborough and Hull. Great little events. A little bit easier going, really. You feel like when you go to the big events, you've got to get everything bang on with your period correctness and all that kind of malarkey, which are understandable. But on a local show, I might stretch the boundaries a little bit. We might have the Flying Scotsman going around, so we might be touching into Era 3, and we might touch up the far end of Era 5 with maybe a little Green 08 buzzing round, you know. So it might be just stretching the sort of, and we might have a bit of wartime going on as well with Sinatra Gresley buzzing around in black, and maybe all at the same time. No one can tell me off. Couple of little things at FRN Key T2784. You haven't emailed me about your your Allsworth. And if anyone's thinking, oh, we're not going to see any builds out of Peachy because he's doing these shows, you're right, I won't be doing the build for a little bit. So if you feel like you need to see some build stuff, then get yourself along to Emperor's Path, where Sam has just started a great big TT layout that I've been helping him design. It's going to be something quite fantastic. I think it's 14 foot by 18 foot or something, and it's big L shape. At one point you'll have 8 lanes on it, and it's going to be huge, and it's going to be a continuous run and inclines and all that malarkey, and possibly a little station in there, and a huge roll in roll out fiddle yard, which I think is going to be his next video. But I'll link his video at the end of this one, and there'll be one in the description as well, no doubt. All right. He's also part of a 2-man team, so obviously Sam and James, who do the MRRP Model Rail Replacement podcast, which is cracking good fun. They did an interview with me. I'll put the link for that one down below if you want to listen to that. And I think myself and Greg from Mac Trains, we're going to have the pair of them on Let's Talk TT, and we're going to talk to them about about Sam's decision to move from 00 to TT. We're also going to talk to James, who you may have heard of as a Western signalman, who I think he even brought a TT video out before I did, and he made a little shunting yard, it was a little TMD thing, diesel thing, which he I think he might have sold, I'm not sure. But I do know he's now building a TT layout for his son. So they're 2 guys who've been dabbling in and out of TT, and one of them now is absolutely now confirmed. He's going for it big time. That's Sam. So check out both of their YouTube channels, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Oh, my next video will probably be a review of my show, okay? Which is always a bit of fun. There'll be other scale stuff in there as well. All right. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheerio, bye.
And that's all there is to tell. I'll be on my way now, sir. I've got urgent business in the south. I have to meet a man at Melbourne Junction.